Hi! This is rose quartz. Rose quartz, the stone and the crystal for unconditional love. Venus, that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about love, romance, and Venus, and more importantly, most importantly, what does it take for you to be romantically fulfilled in a relationship? On this episode of According to Astrology, I'm going to tell you, according to astrology, what it's going to take for you to be emotionally, sexually, romantically, all the fulfillment in the world in a relationship. We're not talking about sun sign as much here. I mean, you can look at your sun sign, but I'm going to be really focusing on your Venus and a little bit of your Mars sign. I'm going to meditate real quick and channel the energy of these beautiful rose quartz crystals. Hold on a second.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Oh, this video is actually sponsored by Keen. Keen is a place that gives you access to a bunch of different psychics, astrologers, spiritual advisors, whatever you're really looking for, whatever your needs are, Keen has it for you. If you need guidance, if you need clarity on like love issues, relationship issues, and career issues, or just life purpose issues, it is literally one of the most affordable ways to get an instant psychic reading at any time, any place, whatever country you're in. You can get access to a Keen advisor. When you actually sign up on Keen, you fill out a quick questionnaire so that they can find a spiritual advisor that is exactly suited for your personal needs. And there is a great variety of psychics and spiritual workers too on Keen as well. You have astrologers, you have Vedic astrologers, you have tarot card readers, you have mediums, you have clairvoyant people, clairsentient people. Whatever you're really looking for, you can find it on Keen. You can get readings from anywhere. You don't have to meet somebody in person. You can have it anywhere instantly on your phone or your computer or your device. If you are actually nervous actually speaking with a psychic, you can chat with them at any time. If you sign up with the link down below, you can actually, as a new Keen customer, you can receive a 10-minute call from a spiritual advisor of your choice for only $1.99. As a spiritual person myself, sometimes you feel kind of lonely going through everything, especially when you're having a spiritual awakening. It's really good to be able to communicate with somebody through that process and to learn more about yourself and just to kind of navigate you through that easier. That's why I have a personal spiritual advisor. I think Keen could potentially be a good way for you to also find an advisor too to help you through that as well. Sometimes life gets confusing, folks. So it is recommended to have an ongoing relationship with your advisor. They make it more affordable for you to actually have an ongoing relationship with an advisor by, you know, maybe you get $5 off or $10 off or whatever the case is. And they actually send those promotions weekly. Click the link down below, you know, fill out the questionnaire, and then simply be introduced to a bunch of psychics to choose from. And when it comes to the psychics to choose from, there's so many. I would say utilize your own personal intuition and see how you feel looking at the different people. That's what I did. It's kind of like finding a therapist. You don't always vibe with every single person. You have to find the one that really works for you. The first two psychics that I tried were alright. The last one that I actually, you know, found and used my intuition to find was the one for me, and she was legit and she was on point and she was just a natural. So you know, just keep that in mind, and I feel like you'll have a great experience. Venus basically represents your love language. It represents what you love. It represents pleasure. It represents how you love and how you express your love and what you attract to you in love as well. And Mars is your instincts and your aggression, and more importantly, and when it comes to this video, your sexuality. Yes, sexuality. We can talk about sex on the internet. It's 2019 and I'm a female. Woo, it feels great to be alive. If you don't know your Venus sign, I'm going to link down below a birth chart calculator so you can calculate your birth chart, as well as a Venus sign calculator. Earlier, I was meditating on my past relationships and really clearing out negative energy from those past relationships, and there's certain things that I learned from the relationships I have been in my life, because if you don't know, relationships are basically learning lessons. Every person you meet, and especially have a relationship with, or like even a friendship with, they're there to mirror something back to you that's within yourself, or they're also there to teach you something that you need to learn in life, maybe even karmically. I noticed that I had certain patterns in my love life, and I am a firm believer in the law of attraction. I'm a firm believer in the energy that you put out in your belief system. Your subconscious mind and your subconscious thoughts, those thoughts that you really truly think about yourself, because it's kind of like you're a sponge. Your Your subconscious mind is a sponge. It just takes everything, and all those relationships that you learned and all those beliefs that you created from those relationships are still stuck in your subconscious mind. Those beliefs that we actually have about ourselves and in reality actually tend to manifest themselves in our love life, especially, we're talking about relationships itself right now in particular. I had a thing growing up where I used to let other people's opinions dictate how I viewed my love life and what I should do in my love life. There were situations in my life where I realized that I just wasn't satisfied in the relationship, but because I was so young, I wasn't really, vulnerable enough to really express that in a sense, because a lot of people around me would say, I don't understand why you're not satisfied in a relationship with this type of guy, because this type of guy is like the perfect type of guy. But me being an individual with individual needs, I felt guilty for not feeling fulfilled. And that's so messed up, because fulfillment is an individual thing. What is going to fulfill one person is not going to fulfill you. And I love astrology because it really gets down deep into the person that you are. On a very subconscious level, on a very primitive level, on a very intellectual level, all the levels is written in all the planets, baby, okay? And it's not just, oh, I'm a Leo because my sun is in Leo. No, you have a whole chart filled with information, planets, aspects, houses that really give an accurate view of you. And when you understand your chart and you have knowledge about who you are, you can better operate through life. And you can make more positive decisions for you, because you know what you want and you know what you need, and you're willing to accept that you know what you want and need, and you're willing to embrace that. Embrace your needs and desires. Don't let society try to tell you what you should like, because that is not fair. You are not society, you are you. Period. With that being said, this video is gonna give you a little bit of a taste of what you really need in a relationship. Be honest with yourself and your needs. Don't try to shove them under the rug. Just accept it and let's get it. All right, Aries, let's have a talk. What you ultimately need to be satisfied in a relationship is the chase. You want to always feel like you are chasing, or either being chased or doing the chasing. Not really, but really. I'd be willing to bet that the Venus and Aries person may not even necessarily really want a relationship right away, but they really desire the build up to the relationship. It's almost like an Aries loves the build up to the relationship more than the actual relationship itself. Really starting to experience the compatibility that they have with another person, recognizing that they love this and that this person loves this, and the chase of it all. This very new love, crush-like, fun, upbeat feeling. That feeling when you make eye contact with the person that you're crushing on and you really like them a lot, and you're talking to them and you're seducing them and you just feel so into it and so light, and it's butterflies all in your stomach. And Aries is going to love that. And Aries is going to love the conversations that build up to actually kissing the person. And Aries is gonna love the moments when they're getting to know somebody and they're flirting with somebody and they're pursuing somebody, and then they finally they build up the inner courage, or they might already have it because they're an Aries Venus, because they got that sense of aggression, but they built up the courage to finally say to them something flirtatious, and then they flirt back with them a little bit and they get excited because they're like, oh my god, she likes me back, or they like me back. And Aries loves the build up. So when it comes to actually being in a relationship with this energy, you have to keep things exciting. You want excitement in your relationship. You are not going to be satisfied in a run-of-the-mill, boring, everyday kind of relationship. You want somebody who's fun. You want somebody who's going to go back and forth with you a little bit. You want somebody who's gonna not be afraid to embrace their inner child. You want a relationship that is filled with vibrancy. You want a relationship that almost has a little bit of sense of competition. Competition in the sense where it's you either want to feel like you not are in competition necessarily with your lover, but maybe subconsciously in a little bit. I was in a relationship with an Aries person. They low-key really enjoyed that I was a very ambitious person, because they were also ambitious and we were in the same field. Kind of subconsciously got off on trying to almost compete with me, but it might not be that intense for you or whoever's watching this. Having a little sense of competition in your relationship, even if it's friendly competition, even if it's just fun fun like game night type vibe or going out. You really want that in your relationship. You, to be fulfilled, you want somebody that is going to challenge you, whether it be physically, intellectually, mentally, emotionally. You want somebody that is going to be challenging. You want a relationship that may not always be necessarily the most smooth thing. You might want a little bit of action, a little bit of like confusion, spontaneity. I hope I said that word right. Spontaneity? Yeah, you want a little bit of that in your relationship. Somebody that's really going to fulfill you in a relationship is going to be somebody that is a bit complicated, or somebody that has multiple layers, somebody that's very interesting, somebody that is hard to understand, somebody that might even quite literally be hard to get. Almost feel like you've never completely captured them. That, not capture like capture them, but you know, like you never feel like you completely have everything understood about them. That could be very fulfilling for you. That type of person could be very fulfilling for you in a relationship. And if it's not that level of intense, then relationships that just has to be exciting. It has to be exciting and has to be something that is going to like keep your attention. You have a tendency to like get all up in it really, really fast and go for it really, really fast and get these feelings really, really fast, and it's all really, really fast, and yes, oh my god, I'm in love. And then when stuff starts getting stale and boring, it's just like, oh my god, this is so boring and this is so like exhausting and excruciating. I can't take this anymore. And then you feel like you're the type of person that just isn't meant for relationships, because it seems like you get in these relationships with people and then all of a sudden it's just boring. You probably just haven't found the right one. The right person that is really going to keep your attention, the right person that really just has a lot of vibrant energy within them, and the right person that's always going to keep you guessing. What you crave, what you need, what is going to fulfill you in relationships is somebody that is going to be able to keep things exciting. In the bedroom, in life, vacations, trips, random times, and let's just go do this, let's do that. Like somebody that is just fun and great and dope and ambitious and just a really cool person. That's what you are going to be satisfied by. Hey Taurus boos, so what you really need in a relationship is security. And I know you heard this, you've seen the Zodiac videos, and you've seen everybody say security, loyalty, stubborn, blah blah blah, Taurus. Well, guess what, bitch? It's true. You need somebody that is loyal. Do not sit here and try to trick yourself into a situation where you think that what's going to really satisfy you is somebody that is unpredictable and all over the place. That may be something that very well might intrigue you, very well might get you like excited for a little bit, but in the long run, you're just gonna be irritated AF, okay? You're gonna just be sitting in this relationship, be like, this person is not reliable, I cannot do this. They're gonna tear apart your life, and you're gonna slowly self-destruct because you are a Taurus and you don't always express your emotions right away. But when you do, especially when it comes to love, Venus and Taurus, you are going to implode on the inside. So what you need is somebody that's going to be there for you day in and day out, somebody that's going to prove that, somebody that's going to show you stability, financial stability even in certain situations, okay? Somebody that has a plan, somebody that knows what they're doing, somebody that knows what they want to do when it comes to you. You know, you're not just in this love situation that's just floating around in the air trying to like poke holes and find like, you know, where do I belong? Motherfucker, you are possessive AF. No, you want somebody that's going to actually express to you, this is what I want you, and I'm going to show this to you by my action. So let me tell you, when it comes to the people that are like all over the place, that is just going to like literally piss you off and then have you acting so irrational, and you're like, what the hell? I'm such an earth sign. And you're going to be really fulfilled by somebody who ultimately is also not afraid of the touchy-feely. If you can't be touchy-feely with this person that you're with, and you can't touch them and they don't make you feel like cozy, you're probably not going to be satisfied. The way the Taurus Venus loves is through their senses. They love everything that looks good, smells good, feels good, all the senses. They love that shit. You're not going to be satisfied necessarily with a person that, you know, doesn't like to cuddle, a person that doesn't like to get close to you, a person that just needs a lot of distance and space. That's going to be something that is going to be a little bit irritating, because ultimately you need somebody to show you loyalty. You need somebody to really embody the qualities of physical, tangible loyalty that you can see. You can see it with your own eyes, you can hear it, you can feel it, and you can smell it. It's right there. Somebody is showing you with their spirit, with their soul, I am right here for you. I am here for you. I am going to be here for you through thick and thin. You don't have to worry. You don't want somebody that's going to give you stress. You want somebody that's gonna make you feel blessed, okay? Do not get too wrapped up or enamored by the person that is kind of flighty and flaky, but you know, when they're around you, they are super interesting, cool, and then they're just like, oh my god, I like this person, but then they're not solid. They really don't show you that they are in love with you. They kind of just say a bunch of things and you like the way it sounds, but they don't really show you. You need somebody that's going to show you by their actions that they care for you. And that is what's really truly going to fulfill you in a relationship. Those are the major keys, at least. Oh, hey Gemini, what's up, you freaking all over the place flaky creatures? I'm just kidding. I love you guys so much. But you know what you guys need. You know what you guys want. You know what is going to truly satisfy you and fulfill you, and that is having a good ass conversation. A lot. You cannot be with a person that you cannot talk to. You cannot be with a person that is boring, a total snooze. You need to be with a person that is fun and playful and has really fun, playful conversations and is not just like a walking doorknob. You need somebody that can turn you out, but also is like smart, or at least like can talk about a lot of interesting things. So don't sit here and let society try to shove you in a pot that says you need this person that's super stable and like the same, and like, you know, they, as long as they love you, like that's satisfying. No, you need somebody that's fun and entertaining and different and variety and is not afraid to try different things, or at least somebody that's going to be more open-minded to that, and through the relationship you are able to fully express this variety of stuff that is so interesting, witty, intellectual, fun, beautiful. Let's just go do this random thing that I saw on Instagram. I think that restaurant looks pretty cool. Let's try that food and then talk about some more random interesting things, and let's have fun jokes, and let's like be that YouTube couple that everybody wants to be like, because they just seem to connect so well mentally and they're so entertaining to watch, because that is a Gemini ass relationship. You might not necessarily want to go down the road of having a super possessive, jealous lover, because that is just going to really scare the crap out of you, especially in the long run. You want somebody that's super okay with you having friends, being able to talk to different people, somebody that understands that you have all this third house in your chart and you really, really feel fulfilled in life when you are having excellent conversations with people, and that you are getting to know different people and picking people's brains. Something that's a little bit more flexible and open and a little bit less non-traditional in the relationship sense. And you want somebody who's gonna have a lot of thoughts. You don't want somebody that's gonna, like, you're gonna go to a movie and gonna watch this television show together and then they really have nothing to say about it after you're done watching the movie. You want somebody that's going to really like divulge all types of opinions and notice the little things in this and like have this fun back and forth thing with, you know, you want that type of thing in your life, and that's really what's gonna satisfy you, okay? Sorry, I'm kind of crazy myself. You know, I don't give a shit if your freaking sun is in Cancer or something like that. When it comes to relationships, you need something that is a little bit more lighthearted, or at least the lighthearted aspect in the relationship is very prominent. And that lighthearted energy is what is going to satisfy you in a relationship and have you completely emotionally, mentally fulfilled. Thank you. TED Talk over. What's up, Cancers? You know, you're gonna want somebody that's going to make you feel comfortable and safe and solid, and you might not be willing to necessarily admit that because, hey, you're a freaking crab and you're hard on the outside but soft as hell on the inside, and I'm about to give it to you straight, okay? When it comes to what is going to emotionally, keyword emotionally satisfy you in a relationship, you need someone that's gonna make you feel safe and comfortable. You You need somebody that is going to assure you that they love you a lot. You need somebody that is going to really show you it's okay. You need somebody that is going to be okay with you being clingy. And you don't want somebody that's going to be like grossed out by clinginess and grossed out by like emotions. You need to be able to express your emotions. When somebody that you really care for doesn't really show you that they really care for you in the way that you really like it, sometimes you guys can go on into this like place where it's like you start to just, you know, kind of close off and kind of like they try to appear like you're cold-hearted, but really we know that you're not cold-hearted. So it's like, stop. I mean, if you're sitting there on Twitter tweeting constantly like F love and stuff like that, or like I don't really give a shit, we know you give a shit, because people that really don't give a shit, they ain't saying shit. You need somebody that's a bit sentimental. You need somebody that is going to care about your family, or maybe getting to know your family, or at least piquing interest when it comes to your family and meeting people, you know, meeting people that you care about, you know? You need somebody who is going to make you feel secure. And I know you guys have a tendency to really be enamored and attracted to people who literally do everything but make you feel secure. And this is like when it comes to low self-esteem, having Venus in Cancer people, but like you guys, almost a part of you thinks that you deserve that type of person that doesn't make you feel completely secure, because maybe you don't feel completely secure within yourself, and then you project this outwards, and then you end up in a relationship where you know damn well this isn't healthy and you're happy about it. Especially for the men, it feels like you need to try to make it work or something. I don't know, but what I do know is X that out. You need somebody that's going to make you feel secure and solid. You need somebody that's going to show you that they love you. You need somebody that's going to nurture you, or at least be okay with your nurturing tendencies. You need somebody that's going to be okay with your natural cleanliness. You need somebody that's going to be okay with closeness, emotional closeness. Okay? You cannot sit here and tell me and try to convince me that you're going to be 100% completely satisfied with that Gemini Venus, that Gemini Mars, and that Gemini Sun ass person that's literally emotionally unavailable to you. No shade, but I'm just saying, you need somebody that is going to reassure you that they love you. You need somebody that is dependable. You need somebody that is going to show you that they're there for you. You need somebody that is going to be super okay with emotions, patient, safe, nurturing, admit it, love every part of it, because this is your truth. Hey Leo, what you need to really fulfill you in a relationship is somebody that is really truly dope and amazing and beautiful and wonderful, and you want the world to know it. Whether you do it in a literal sense by posting them like all over your social media or all over your story, whatever the case is, it might not even be that serious. Maybe you got your Venus in the 8th house, you want to keep everything secret, okay? 12th house king. If anything, in a relationship you are extremely romantic, and in a relationship you have a lot of fiery energy to throw at that other person. You crave fun. You crave romance. You secretly might crave that romantic comedy that is a little bit unrealistic, but also like totally is, because I mean you love them like that, and you love a person with all that energy and all that glam and excitement, so why can't they love you back like that? Hello? You crave just a tinge of drama, just a tinge of drama, a tinge of excitement, something that is fiery, or at least has a spark, because this is a fire sign we're talking about. This is fire sign energy. You need something that is a bit exciting. You need somebody that is freaking sexy. You need somebody that is going to show you that they think that you are freaking sexy. You need somebody that's going to give you all the attention. You need somebody that is really going to show you what love looks like in the way of romance. You need somebody that is going to understand and know that you have this beautiful, big, loyal heart, and you just want that person that you know that you can give it to, and you know that they're going to give that to you back, and it's just going to be a beautiful ass situation. You are not going to be emotionally satisfied in a relationship with somebody that is not going to make you feel special, not going to make you feel like you are the center of the universe. You're not going to want that. You're not going to want to be with a person that guy's just gonna kind of treat you like how they treat everybody else. You're on the same level as all of their friends and all of their family and all of the random people that they meet on the street every day. No. It doesn't have to be that dramatic in a sense, but you want to at least know that you have a special part or piece or huge piece in somebody's heart. And you want them to be able to express that to you and show that to you often. You're probably really beautiful. Lots of people are attracted to you. And you might even like kind of, you know, talk about that to your partner. And you want a partner that's gonna like react to that. Be like, oh, they were talking to you? Oh, that's crazy. Like, no, 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 no. Like, oh. You want somebody that's gonna feel some type of way about you, okay? A little bit possessive, and maybe not too possessive, but somebody that is really going to show their sensual, loving side, their sensitive side. They're going to make you feel like the queen or king that you are. And you have high expectations, as you should. Don't settle for somebody that's not going to light you up on the inside. You need somebody that's playful and is going to give you the strongest sense of romance in whatever that really translates to you in your life. What is going to satisfy you is the type of person, the type of energy that is going to make the inner child or the inner romantic in you come alive. Hey Venus and Virgo, something that you really need to be fulfilled in a relationship is practicality. You already knew I was going to say it, I bet. You've seen these videos on YouTube. You know what we talk about out here. But no, here's the thing. You are not the type of person that is going to be satisfied completely when it comes to love with something that just doesn't make any sense logically, because you guys like stuff to make sense. You guys like stuff to be in order. You guys like stuff to be, you know, pretty like logically understandable why this is happening. And you know, we know you guys have big hearts, you guys are giving, you guys like to give a lot in love, but you don't want it to give to somebody that that doesn't meet your standards. You want to give to somebody who is worthy. You know, you guys are very helpful and very meticulous and very organized usually, or at least have those qualities somewhere within your life in some aspect of life. Let's look at your houses. But anyway, you know, you have this energy that is very helpful and very like, no, let me help you out. Look, you could actually improve on this, you could actually improve on that. You don't want to be with the type of person that is gonna look at you helping them and take that as complete criticism and that you're attacking them, and is gonna just like completely like shut down if you even tell them that something is off about whatever the fuck they are doing. You need to be with somebody that is open to your criticism or open to your help. You don't want somebody that is gonna be too insecure or too like whatever to not be able to accept that they aren't perfect within themselves. You need somebody that is going to be, you know, they're going to appreciate your advice. They're going to appreciate you helping them. You don't want to be with somebody that is going to like just, you're going to do something for them, they're going to take you for granted, and they're going to take everything you do for granted, and you're going to get fed up because you're like, yo, you are an asshole. You know, Venus and Virgo, you're really cute, and you come off really cute and really quirky and really nice and a little bit shy sometimes, especially when it comes to love and romantic situations. So you need somebody that is going to be patient. You need somebody that is going to work with you, somebody that's going to show you, somebody that is going to recognize the little things, okay? Somebody that's going to nurture you, and somebody that is going to be also intellectually understanding, or at least have some type of mental capabilities so that you guys can have like very nice conversations, okay? A good conversation, and where you get to truly express yourself too, because you have a tendency to sometimes shut down. But really, who are you? We want to know, Venus and Virgo. We want to know who you are. So tell us, show us. The things that are going to satisfy you is going to be somebody who is going to be practical, somebody that does fit into your 10-year plan, somebody that does make sense, somebody that you do find super sexy, but they also are going to keep in mind and be really attentive to the little things that you do for them, and they're going to appreciate it. And they're going to tell you that they appreciate it, and they're going to show you that with their actions. Somebody that is ultimately going to let you do what you do best, help, fix, yada yada yada. Oh hey Venus and Libra, oh you said your partner is not physically attractive? Snooze. You need somebody that's physically attractive. This is Libra we're talking about, and Venus in Libra. Venus feels pretty freaking at home in Libra because it rules, Libra. Let's see. Physical attraction is a must. Let's not pretend like it isn't. It is. Whoever your lover is, whoever you're interested in, you need to be physically attracted to them, or else it's gonna be a total snooze. Because I mean, let's face it, most people don't look at people and automatically just feel their energy and they're just like, oh my god, I love this person's energy. No, you see them and be like, dang, that person has everything that I think is attractive. From my point of view, I want to lick them. Once you find somebody that you find physically attractive, whatever beautiful means to you, then you need somebody who is not going to be a total asshole. You cannot be with the asshole, okay? Let's not go on this journey when we start loving the F-boys and the F-girls that, are just completely unfair and just lead you on and doing all this weird stuff. No. You need somebody that's gonna give this to you and you give it to them. You need somebody that likes to give and then you take. You need the balance in the relationship. You deserve balance. If you do this much in the house, they're gonna do that much. If you give them this much of your energy, they're gonna give you this much of their energy back. You need somebody that is equal and fair and treats things as such. And you also need somebody who is going to intellectually stimulate you as well. I mean, come on, this is an air sign. Somebody that you have a mental connection with as well. And very, very importantly, they make it look sexy. So share, be helpful, be kind. You need all these qualities to be satisfied within a relationship. And you might want to pretend like you would be for the long run, like you're super okay with a person that's gonna take and not give. You can pretend and try to trick yourself into that, but next thing you know, you're gonna just be like, whoa, what am I doing in this terrible relationship? You need somebody that understands your love language of service. Somebody that's going to service you and you service them, and it's just this harmonious thing going on here. Oh hey, Venus and Scorpio, Venus in the 8th house. One thing that you are absolutely going to need in a relationship to feel fulfilled is intensity. Intensity is something that you crave. Intensity is something that you need. You don't do well on surface level relationships. You don't do well in shallow. You don't do well in shallow surface level relationships with surface level shallow people. No. Not a chance. But here's the thing. Less enlightened or underdeveloped Venus and Scorpio people will have a tendency to get involved in what it seems to be toxic situations, and you're gonna sit there like, why am I in this toxic mess of a situation that I can't get out of? But really, when it comes down to it, you are the person that provoked this toxicity in the relationship itself, because in your head, in your heart, in your spirit, you think that emotional intensity revolves around toxicity. Let's not front here. You like a little bit of drama. You like a little bit of that in your relationship. Well, an underdeveloped one. An underdeveloped Venus and Scorpio person will crave toxicity. What looks like plutonic, like Pluto, plutonic toxicity. You will crave the jealous, possessive, unhealthy stuff that feels so heavy, feels so intense. But let me tell you something, what you really want to work towards when it comes to a relationship, what really is going to fuel your soul is ultimately not just intensity, but what you are looking for is emotional depth. You want a connection so deep with somebody that it feels like they are your soulmate or your twin flame. You want that spiritual deep connection with somebody that is ultimately going to make you feel satisfied. That doesn't necessarily look like toxicity, but it looks like emotional spiritual depth. You want to be with somebody that you have an excellent deep connection with, as well as a deeply sexual connection. This looks like a soulmate connection. This looks like a spiritual connection. This looks like a connection that transcends any type of understanding that you may have. This is a connection that was made in the stars. This is a karmic connection. This is somebody that you have a past life with. This is somebody that you ultimately can have deep ass, beautiful sex with, almost energetic sense. And it might quite literally be energetic, cool ass sex, maybe even tantra, if you haven't heard about that. Magical sex, sexual magic. Somebody you can explore these darker, more intense realms with. Darker, it's not darker, it's cool. You need somebody that's going to truly get down there deep with you, and ultimately you're going to feel understood and loved in a way that words just simply cannot describe. You need a connection and a relationship that is going to completely satisfy your soul. Your souls need to speak to each other. Your souls need to talk to each other. You need to feel one, whether you like it or not. And you need to completely rebel against the tendency to attract very either controlling, possessive, or maybe you even being the controlling, jealous, possessive, and manipulative lover, and this drama and this really toxic situation. You need to run from that. And you need to know that love ultimately is going to come from this place of emotional depth. Okay, spiritual depth. I really want you guys to have a crazy ass spiritual connection with somebody. That it's not something that you can really put in words, it's something that you feel. You need somebody that is going to be there for you when you are going through hard times and everybody else flees because they cannot handle the intensity that you give off. You need somebody that is going to be that rock for you. You need somebody that is not going to be afraid of your intensity. You need somebody that is going to embrace it and love it and feed off of it. You need somebody who is going to appreciate your sexual energy. You need to be with somebody who ultimately is going to make you feel connected. Like your bodies need to match each other's tempos type stuff. It's like, this is like when the partner's north node is in the 8th or the 7th or like the 12th house. That deep spiritual connection that you cannot explain, but you just know. I've met that person before in the past life. This person is everything to me, and it's healthy. Make sure it's healthy. Make sure it feels good. Even though there's that little tendency for things to get a little bit jealous and manipulative, try to get away from that, or try to at least process through that and to be with somebody who ultimately gets that about you, and maybe they even have a little bit of that within them. And you guys can come together to work on that together and to grow. And ultimately what it comes down to is you need somebody that is going to be totally down with emotional depth, and somebody that is going to be super down with getting deep down in there to the depths of the ocean, not just the surface. You cannot be with a shallow lover. Don't try to sit there and pretend like you do. Accept your needs and fully just embrace that about yourself. Embrace your intensity, love your intensity. No, you're not weird for loving hard as crap. Just make sure it's healthy, okay? Make sure you're doing that in a healthy way. Like, evolve this energy. Like, really, like, learn how to involve your own energy, and I swear your relationship life is gonna be great. As a Sagittarius Venus, you're looking for somebody that you can just explore. Okay, this is somebody that you can explore with on a mental level, on a physical level, on an actual level, like going out in real life and traveling to different places. Somebody that's exciting, somebody that's fun, maybe even somebody from a different place, somebody of a different race, somebody of a different background, somebody that's just different themselves, somebody that's not going to be afraid to give you the space that you need to breathe and to really understand that you came here as the explorer. You came here with that 9th house energy to really figure out what this whole world is about on a very philosophical sense. So to do that, you need somebody that's gonna not nag you 24/7 because you want to explore this world, because you understand that you may only be here for one lifetime in this specific dimension of reality. So you want to have the chance to know what the hell is going on. You need somebody that maybe is a little unconventional themselves and will understand that in a non-traditional sense of relationship, okay? You need somebody that is super fun. You need somebody that is like a partner. And not only just treat you as this person that, you know, is super fun and great, but also nurture you as well when you need it. Be with somebody who makes you want to grow, and somebody that you can ultimately grow with as well. Somebody that also wants to explore life and also wants to grow as a person as well and figure out who they are. Somebody that is your companion, also your friend, somebody that is your lover, somebody that is your bestie, okay? Kind of like Aquarius, but literally. Somebody that sees your ambition and your big ideas as intriguing and exciting and loves that about you, instead of somebody that just wants to bring you down and try to bring you to reality and be like, yo, yeah, you can't do that, you can't do this, let me tell you about the real world. The real world is like, no, they can't all have that visionary quality to them as well. You know what I'm saying? And also might not even want to technically be contained as well. Somebody that is going to see your bluntness and crassness as like exciting instead of like assholey. You need somebody that can take it, somebody that can joke around with you, somebody that is going to give you that spirit of growth and freedom that you freaking crave, okay? That's what you need. Hey, Venus and Capricorn, you are remarkable when it comes to business. You are remarkable when it comes to 10,000 things. You're not usually the person that is completely head over heels about love, like, oh my god, I love love so much. No, you're not. Let's be honest here. So many Capricorns get so pissed off at me when I say things that have anything to do with like financial security, money. Does this make sense? Because you guys don't like to be painted as gold diggers or anything, but here's the thing, you're not gold diggers. If I make any jokes like that, I'm not being serious. I'm literally just being comedic. But what I do want to say to you is that you are highly very attracted to people who got their shit together. You are highly attracted to people who are ambitious, that do want things out of life, that do have business goals, that do see themselves, that have a plan with their life. You like people that are structured. You like people that ultimately know what they want and know that they want to be with you because of X, Y, and Z, and you guys can come together and make this crazy, beautiful, romantic, also business-like partnership. And y'all can build an empire together. You want somebody that may not always have to be involved exactly what you do, but at the same time, you want somebody that's going to be about something. And let's also be real again. This is the 10th house we're talking about. This is how you appear to others, your public recognition, right here in the love planet. So you want the person that you are in a relationship with to also fit your standards and to also be a reflection of you as well. You want them to come across as somebody that you're proud of. You low-key want to show them off, not in a Leo type of way, but in a Capricorn, which is more grounded, more subtle, but you still want to look good with this person. You want this person to match your fly, okay? You may not necessarily really need, unless you have all types of other stuff in your chart, you may not necessarily really need this very bubbly, like, fun-hearted relationship. No, you might have a little tinge of that in there, but when it comes down to you, does this person make sense to be in your life? Does this make sense? Do I like this? Oh, I do? I like this person. This person is about something. This person is serious-minded. This person has a plan. This person also has a little bit fun, and it takes me out of my little cool, calm, and collected Venus and Capricorn vibe a little bit, then kind of like brings life into me a little bit. This is somebody that is going to make you satisfied. And you want somebody that is going to know what they want and know where this relationship is headed. Not like, you know, somebody that's completely like a Venus in Pisces or something, or Venus in the 12th house. You want somebody that knows what's happening, knows where they're going, has no confusion and Neptune and delusion. You want to know that you are solid with this person, and that is what you crave, and that is what's going to make you emotionally fulfilled in a relationship. You guys do have a little bit of a tendency to look at a relationship like it is an investment. If you kind of cut the feelings and emotions out of it, it is an investment. You are investing into a person hoping that they are going to give you what you need to feel good. And the things that you need to feel good are very practical. And somebody that can really open you up a bit and bust open your sexuality so that you can show who the boss is. Venus and Aquarius people in a relationship, oh my god, please do not try to confine yourself to the normal traditional rules of a relationship. Don't try to do it. It's going to be the most irritating thing you've ever done in your life, and it's going to be so against your nature that you are just going to be like, ugh. No. Venus and Aquarius, when it comes to love, you need something different. You need to be with somebody who's different, or you need to be with somebody that recognizes that you are unique, that you are different, a little bit weird, a little bit like whatever, eccentric. You need somebody that recognizes that within you and is okay with that and loves that about you and sees that within you and is turned on by it, whether that is you reflecting to them or them reflecting to you. Maybe you need that in another person as well. You need to see that within another person. Within a relationship, you guys need to embrace your eccentric tendencies, and this may not always look like a really traditional relationship. As a matter of fact, it might be something completely on the other opposite end of traditional, okay? And embrace this about yourselves. Don't let society try to conform you. Do what you want, okay? And you're a little detached when it comes to love, I've noticed. You're a little detached when it comes to love. Sometimes it feels really mental, and sometimes you have this tendency to just kind of detach. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel it when I'm like talking to a Venus Aquarius person when it comes to like the romantics, you know, section of that. You know, I can sense like that sense of emotional detachment, and I don't know if it's emotional detachment because you don't really feel comfortable when it comes to emotions. That's just not something that comes natural to you, and I really want to believe that instead of like you don't have emotions at all, because you know we're human at the end of the day. So what I can say with that is you need somebody that needs to give you space and that understands that about you. You can't be with somebody that wants to smother you and clingy all over you and make you feel so small. You need to be the expansive person that you are. When it comes to your thought processes and your brain, you need to be with somebody that's going to understand how different you are, and somebody that's gonna think about stuff with you, somebody that's gonna think about all these cool visionary things with you and be like, wow, that is cool, and what about this, and what about that? And they're not gonna try to make you do not ever be with somebody that's gonna try to conform you. You are expansive, you are beautiful in your unique, awesome way. And you need somebody that's going to see that within you. Somebody that restricts you is going to just piss you off in the long run. So, like I said, Aquarius loves weirdos. I love Aquarius. I freaking love you guys. Aquariuses are some of my greatest friends because I appreciate that, and I appreciate the space that you guys allow, because a lot of people don't allow that space, because a lot of people don't realize that it's within the space that is often where you can kind of have time to think about your life and yourself, as well as, you know, get an opportunity to miss them. When you're around somebody all the time and you're with somebody all the time, sometimes there's a tendency to lose who you are as an individual, and that's the worst thing that you could ever do to a Venus and Aquarius, because at the end of the day, they are some unique-minded people, and they are individuals, and they came here to showcase that, beautify that to the world. So you need to be with somebody that understands that about you, somebody that intrigues you, and somebody that also grabs your attention because of their own personal uniqueness. You can't be with a boring person at all. And most importantly, when it comes to what is going to satisfy you and fulfill you in a relationship, you need to be in a relationship with somebody who is also your friend, your best friend, period. Alright, and last but not least, Venus in Pisces. Hey, Venus in Pisces. You guys have me stumped sometimes when it comes to love, because you guys have a tendency to not only love people so hard and deeply and unconditionally, but you love everybody like that sometimes. Sometimes you guys have a tendency to just completely fall in love with mankind. Quite literally. I've seen it. It's hard to say what you guys need, because ultimately you guys are like, you guys can literally be involved with multiple things. Like, you guys can literally be attracted to multiple things and multiple people, because a little bit of you is in everybody. So it's like, when it comes down to it, people have a tendency to abuse your kindness and abuse your just natural sense and tendency to love others and take you for granted. You need to be with a person that is going to see that, recognize that within you, and also appreciate that and never abuse that. You guys have a tendency to fall for people who are not good for you, who take your kindness for granted, and you gotta stop that. Alright? You got to put up boundaries, and I know that's hard to do, that's hard to say. This is boundless energy that we're dealing with. This is the 12th house. You guys need to be with people who are nice, who are romantic, who are sensitive as well, who are kind as well, and are gonna value you. It might be helpful to be with somebody who is a little bit more likely to know exactly what they want and to have this direction, this plan. But as long as they do that in a way that is gentle and soothing, I think that's fine. But ultimately, somebody that is going to understand your nature and how you operate and how you love and is accepting of that, and somebody that is okay with you feeling things out. So you need to be with somebody that is totally fine with you feeling things out and not always knowing exactly what's going on, and knowing that you're going to get there in divine timing when it comes to relationships, when it comes to a job decision, when it comes to stuff. You need somebody that's going to understand that about you, appreciate that about you, nurture that about you, maybe give you a little bit of structure, but if not, then still understands that and appreciates that within you. You need somebody that's not going to force you, somebody that's not going to abuse you, somebody that is going to nurture that. And you might even need somebody that is a little bit, that is struggling. Y'all have a tendency to love people who are struggling, or people that are going through things, people that need your help because you have this inner need and desire to help others. It's there. Okay, this is that martyr mentality. This is the 12th house. It is the Jesus complex. Kind of like Scorpio, you need something that is deep. You need somebody that is going to mirror that deep, spiritual, unconditional love that you have. You need that soulmate connection too. You need that spiritual understanding, and you need to be with somebody that is okay with you feeling, that is completely satisfied with feeling and understands feeling. You know, if you don't have that, it's no bueno.